How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to my channel, The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and everything relating to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yesterday, it was announced that on Disney's Investors Day, which is December 10th, which is this Thursday, we're going to be getting some pretty big Marvel news. And that news is the announcement of new Disney projects for both Disney Plus and movies. These announcements are going to be projects for Marvel's Phase 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, since we're about to get some pretty big Phase 5 news and new movies and projects announced, let's go over everything that we know so far about the upcoming projects for Marvel's Phase 5. Be sure to subscribe if you're new for some awesome Marvel content, also so you can enter this week's giveaway for a chance to win a Zombie Mysterio Funko Pop. From Deadpool 3 to the Fantastic Four and X-Men to the new Avengers arriving sometime in the MCU, we actually know quite a bit about the future of Marvel Studios and the MCU. So I'm going to go over every confirmed show coming to Disney Plus and every confirmed movie that we know Marvel Studios has in development right now. Then we'll go over some of the unconfirmed movies and shows that have been rumored about and have a high probability of coming sometime soon. So let's go ahead and start with the confirmed shows that we know are going to be coming in Marvel's Phase 5. These have already been announced officially by Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige. Now, these three shows have been announced for quite some time now. We have Marvel's She-Hulk, Ms. Marvel, and Moon Knight. Right now, currently, Ms. Marvel is filming and they have cast Iman Vellani to play the role of Kamala Khan, aka Ms. Marvel. She-Hulk is in pre-production, and according to some reports, Tatiana Maslany has been cast for the role of Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk. Now, since then, Tatiana has denied these claims, but we've seen other actors deny these claims before, only to end up actually playing the roles that they denied they were going to play. So there's a high chance that she actually is going to be playing Jennifer Walters and She-Hulk. Then we have Moon Knight, which is kind of starting to gear up. The latest reports say that Oscar Isaac is currently in negotiations with Marvel Studios right now to play Mark Spector, aka Moon Knight. Now, these three shows coming in Phase 5 is a really good thing because all of these three shows are going to introduce new characters. And while we are definitely very excited for Marvel's Phase 4 Disney Plus shows, they are based on existing characters: Wanda, Vision, Sam and Bucky, Hawkeye, Loki, and of course they'll be introducing some new side characters as well. And there's a ton of hype and excitement around these shows right now, but Phase 5 is going to need some new characters, which we are getting with these three shows. Now, another Disney Plus show that has been officially confirmed is the show that's going to revolve around Nick Fury. We're not exactly sure what the title of this Disney Plus show is going to be yet, but Sam Jackson is confirmed to be returning to reprise his role as Nick Fury. And that's it for the confirmed shows that we have so far for Marvel's Phase 5. Now to get on to the confirmed movies. Now, when it comes to a new phase, a new slate of films, you have to have sequels to films that we've seen in previous phases. But of course they can't all be sequels, otherwise the hype isn't exactly as big as it could be. But with the new projects that Marvel has coming, there is definitely no shortage of hype. To start it off, just a couple of weeks ago, it was confirmed that Deadpool is currently in development. Now, Ryan Reynolds told us basically a year ago that Deadpool was now over at Marvel Studios and that they were working on the film already. But now it has been officially confirmed that Marvel Studios has hired the Molyneux sisters along with Ryan Reynolds himself to write the new Deadpool 3. This puts it on track for a Phase 5 release. A recent rumor going around states that Deadpool 3 is actually going to take place during the events of Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, and we'll see what Deadpool was up to the whole entire time behind the scenes of what the Avengers were doing. Then we have Blade. Blade was officially announced at 2019 San Diego Comic-Con by Kevin Feige. Of course, Mahershala Ali has been cast as Blade, and recently Marvel has hired writers for the series as well. Everyone is really excited for Blade because not only is Blade an awesome character, but his movie is said to be introducing the Monsterverse to the MCU. The Monsterverse will include characters like Dracula, the Punisher, Doctor Strange, and basically the entire group of the Midnight Suns. So fans are not only really excited about the movie itself, but also the new side of the MCU that it's going to introduce. Then we have one of the projects that a lot of people cannot wait to finally see happen in Phase 5, and that is the Fantastic Four. Kevin Feige also announced the Fantastic Four in 2019 at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, as of right now, we haven't heard anything official as far as casting is concerned or as far as hiring writers and directors are concerned. However, there has been a ton of talk from the fanbase stating that they would love to have John Krasinski playing Mr. Fantastic / Reed Richards and his wife in real life, Emily Blunt, to play Sue Storm / the Invisible Woman. Now, a lot of people think that these two would be perfect for these specific roles, and And what's really interesting is, many people have said for a while that Disney and Marvel doesn't listen to fan casts. However, it was recently revealed that Rosario Dawson, who plays Ahsoka in The Mandalorian, was chosen for the role because of the fan casts. Now, of course, she looked the part, and in the episode that she's been in, she played the part really, really well. In fact, it was probably a perfect casting. So this means that Marvel Studios and Disney are definitely open to at least considering John Krasinski for the role of Mr. Fantastic and his wife Emily Blunt for the role of the Invisible Woman. Not to mention, there are also reports that John Krasinski did recently meet with Marvel Studios, and we know for a fact that his wife did meet with Marvel Studios as well while she was filming Jungle Cruise, which is also a Disney film. So they could actually get the roles, and we should be finding out sometime soon since the Fantastic Four isn't that far away. Now, Kevin Feige also did mention mutants, aka the X-Men, at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019 as well. However, based off of everything that we've heard, we shouldn't be expecting an X-Men film in Phase 5. But just because we aren't getting a movie in Phase 5 doesn't mean that some of the X-Men aren't going to appear, because there will definitely be some mutants in Phase 4 and in Phase 5 as well. And then of course we have the sequels that are confirmed: Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Captain Marvel 2, and Ant-Man 3, or as some people are calling it, Ant-Man and the Wasp 2. And then of course Black Panther 2, which we thought would definitely be delayed, but according to some reports, Black Panther 2 is going to start filming the middle of next year. So we're going to have to wait and see about that one. Now, as far as unconfirmed movies are concerned, we are expected to get a new Avengers film sometime in Phase 5. This movie isn't necessarily going to be a huge Infinity War or Endgame level event, but simply another normal Avengers film with a new Avengers team. The team will consist of some of the old characters and new characters from Marvel's Phase 4 and Phase 5. Now, the next project is unconfirmed on whether or not it's going to be a movie or a Disney Plus show, and it's unconfirmed on whether or not it's coming in Phase 5 or the next phase. But it's definitely a project that people have been reporting about, and a project that a lot of people are very excited about. And that is the Young Avengers. Now, a lot of the Young Avengers team has already been introduced in the MCU, or is going to be introduced in Phase 4. We have Harley Keener, who could be an Iron Lad, who was introduced in Iron Man 2, and we saw again at Tony Stark's funeral in Avengers Endgame. We have Cassie Lang, the daughter of Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man, who would go on to play Stature. We have Kate Bishop, who's going to take on the mantle of Hawkeye, and now it's been officially confirmed that Hailee Steinfeld will be indeed playing Kate Bishop in the MCU. We of course have Miss Marvel, who is going to be coming in Phase 5, and Wanda and Vision's twin boys, Wiccan and Speed, who are going to be coming in Phase 4 in the WandaVision show. So the lineup for the Young Avengers is already set. The only question now is, when exactly are all of these characters going to come together, and when exactly are we going to be getting the actual Young Avengers team? And as far as official news about Phase 5 goes, that's pretty much all we know right now. But hopefully, in just a couple of days, we'll be getting a lot more information about what to expect. And again, according to the report, they are supposed to reveal actual projects, both movies and Disney Plus shows. So based off of everything that we know right now, let me know in the comments down below which project you are most excited for in Phase 5. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of the latest MCU news. For live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.